Hi, Jason here. Welcome back to another installment of Being a Being. Today, I want to talk about seeing the world through the eyes of children. How they see the world versus how we see the world. And it's a concept I'm going to call child-colored glasses. I honestly got the concept in my head when I overheard somebody saying looking at the world through rose-colored glasses, so I thought I'd just explore, looking at the world through child-colored glasses. So let's get right into it. And first thing I want to say, is children, they amaze me. I have a child of my own, but just children in general, they amaze me. They start out life curious, and that's what's really cool about them. From the very moment they come out of the womb, they start taking note of everything in the world around them. Their eyes are darting back and forth. I mean, they don't obviously have a sketch pad taking notes because they can't physically write, but their mind's going. They're taking stuff in. They make curious little observations about what's around them. Then a little bit later they start talking, and some of the first words they say are what, why. Again, children, they want to know how things work. They want to know why things are done a certain way. They really want to understand everything that they don't currently know. They're creative, fearless, adventurous, and imaginative. They don't know failure yet. And that's I think really important to this concept. They don't know how to give up, or they don't learn to fear things enough to stop trying it because they haven't failed yet. And they don't have these pre-imagined concepts of being afraid of failure. Even if they do fail, they don't have it ingrained in their head that it's not okay to try again. They don't have these false assumptions about that. Children, they have imaginary friends. They build entire worlds in their mind. And, it's encouraged as a healthy part of how they develop their creative minds. And then, for whatever reason, if we start talking to imaginary friends when we're grown up, we're called schizophrenic. If we're lost in thought, or we just are space cadets, a lot of times we're diagnosed with mental illness or attention disorders. And that brings me to another quote by Pablo Picasso. All children are artists. The problem is how to remain an artist once he grows up. A change occurs. I don't know if it's exactly clear as to when or why, but as we start growing from children into the adults we kind of lose sight of things and we stop questioning everything around us. We just, for whatever reason, we accept that things are the way they are in the world. Why do we do this? Children don't stop questioning. If you're not a parent, just listen to some children around you. It's very rare you don't hear a child questioning something. I believe too many adults, and adults in general, stop pursuing their dreams because there's stigmas that we learn to accept as realities. Okay? What do you mean you want to fly a ship to the moon? You've got a family to raise. Get that nonsense out of your head. What do you mean you want to be a fashion model? You are nowhere near as pretty as those other girls on TV. You want to do that with your life? Are you crazy? You can't make any money doing that. Nobody will be with you if you think that way. I think you get what I'm saying here. We let other people tell us how to live our lives, and we have to stop doing that. We conform to what society expects from us. We stop trying to dream because somebody else frowns upon our dreams. Why? Why on earth do we do this? Why do we give up on our dreams because somebody else doubts them? How much sense does that make? It doesn't. It's nonsense, and we need to stop doing it. It's crazy. We start to live our lives because, John and Jill say this is how a normal person lives their life. Well, I want to be like them because they seem to be successful. So, we sacrifice our uniqueness and our ideologies because It doesn't go with the status quo. Man, I'm serious. Forget that. Seriously. Okay? There's going to come a point in your life when you meet your maker, okay? And the only people that you're going to have to answer to is whatever that being or entity is that is your maker and yourself, okay? Put on your child-colored glasses, my friends. Look at the world like children. Don't give up on your dreams because somebody else wasn't strong enough or determined enough to achieve theirs. Again, that's a key point here. You know, a lot of people give up on their dreams because they're not strong enough to fulfill them, and they take the misery from them failing and project it onto you, causing you to get these thoughts in your head and become a failure yourself because you let that ideology stick in your head. Don't let their misery become your reality. Remember what we talked about? 20 different witnesses to the same crime. Everybody has a different reality. Same thing. You create the reality in which you live in. It's time to stop letting other people shape it and start letting your own eyes do the thinking and feeling for you. Question everything. Act in the present and never stop dreaming. You know, think about it. There has to be a reason we're born with curiosity, creativity, and drive from day one. You know, if we weren't meant to be imaginative, if we weren't meant to be dreamers, why do we have these abilities to begin with? There has to be a reason. I mean, they can't just exist to forget them and throw them in the trash. I refuse to accept that. And I refuse to let people let people tell me how to live my life anymore. I'm going to live it the way it makes me happy, it makes my family happy, and that's it. The rest of the people in the world, they don't have to live in my reality if they don't want to. I try to make it a positive, wonderful, bright-filled reality, and they're welcome in it. But I'm done letting other people shape it, and I recommend that you take that advice and do the same thing. You know, it's time to use these gifts that we have as it was intended. Who really gives an F what anybody else thinks? Just be yourself. Be unique. Don't grow old. Keep dreaming. Keep using your imagination. And keep being a being, my friends. Keep being a being. Be unique. Have fun. Be present. Don't let other people bring you down. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. That's it for now. If you like it, click the like button, click love, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you.